I can sit here and explain to you how I was able to get a 3-time felon over $1 million in credit in less than 11 months. But if I did that, I wouldn't be staying true to who I am and what I created this channel for, right? So eventually we are going to talk about that. It's all part of the journey. But what we need to talk about is the struggle and the sacrifice that you have to be able to endure and give up to be able to get to that point. Right? So there's all these places that want to sell you on these lifestyles. Buy this course or go through this program and you're going to get XYZ, right? I can go out and do the same thing. Take pictures in front of my cars, take pictures in front of my house, do videos and walk around my house and show you how big it is and 2,600 square feet and blah, blah. I don't do any of that. Why? Because it's not staying true, again, to who I am and what I created this channel for. And that is realistic expectations on how to fix your credit, right? I can show you my cars, I could show you my house, I could show you my scat packs, but guess what? But again, that would not be me being me and the reason that I created this channel. I can also explain to you how I get bankruptcies off sometimes in 5 days, or how I was able to get a ton of inquiries off in 24 hours. But see, these are the exception and they're not the rule. And so when you go into a process thinking that you are going to be an exception to this rule, then you are eventually going to fail, right? I can also tell you how my husband and I took our last $25, invested it into me, and created a business that now makes over $500,000 a year, right? But if I did that without telling you how we lived in the projects in Coney Island when I was like 9 months pregnant, and all of the strife that we actually had to go through to be able to get to this point, what you want to do is be able to take and make a goal, right? I have a goal of making X amount of money or having X type of credit in X period of time, and then you create an action plan to be able to get there, right? And that's exactly what we did to be able to build the beginnings of our. Now you want to remember that you didn't get to the point that you're at in your life right now by being handed things, right? The job that you have, the place that you live at, the money that you make, the car that you drive, or the bus that you take, the money that you spend to get on that bus, or the money that you make to pay your rent, or whatever it is that you have. You have to remember that you worked really, really hard for it and the struggle that went into it to be able to get there, right? When you go and you get a job, you don't just get the highest job that they have, the position. No, you start at the bottom and you work your way up, right? Unless you're, really awesome and you get transferred and all that kind of stuff. So stop forgetting these things that you struggled so hard to get just because there's something that you really, really, really want. Yes, we want to remove our collections. Yes, we want to remove our foreclosures. Yes, we want to remove our bankruptcies, but there's a process to get there. And even when we get there, there's still more that we have to achieve, right? To be able to get to these things, okay? So I'm not saying that you can't get a house. I'm not saying that you can't get cars. I'm not saying that you can't have money. I'm not saying any of those things. I'm just saying, remember the struggle that you went through to get to the point in your life that you are at right now, all right? So, and if you get on a call with me to see if I can do a credit sweep for you, I'm not gonna talk about how great it's gonna feel in the house or the feeling behind the wheel when you buy that new car. I'm not talking about those things. When you get on a call with me for a credit sweep, you're never going to hear me try to sell you on a lifestyle, because I'm not a salesperson. I sold my poetry door to door. I sold Kirby vacuums. I sold everything that you could possibly think of, including cars, okay? But in this business, I don't take those skills with me because I'm not a salesperson and I'm not here to sell you on anything. I'm here to change your life, all right? And you should want to do the same thing for yourself. So stop believing in these lies and stop thinking that this is so easy, because if this was as simple as sending out a couple of disputes that everybody has sent in, that the bureaus receive 1.5 million times per month per bureau, then guess what? Number one, you wouldn't be watching this video. Number two, you wouldn't even be going to any company whatsoever. It would be going to, 1 or 2 main companies who make you pay on the back end. It's so expensive. And more than likely, you would never even get to that point because they would weaponize this. That is what happens to things that are guaranteed. That is what happens to things that are extremely, extremely fast, right? So yes, we live in a microwave society and we want everything yesterday, but this is the one thing that you want to take the time to invest in yourself to be able to get to whatever that goal is, that house, that car, that better school for your kids, the credit cards and the loans and all of that. It's going to take time. It's going to take patience. It's going to take a little bit of struggle, and you're going to have to sacrifice. If you really think that my husband was super happy about leaving New York City and his cuchi frito behind, he wasn't happy about moving to go upstate. And yes, my husband is Puerto Rican. We have 2 2 German Puerto Rican children, but the things that you do for love and the things that you do to sacrifice to make that lifestyle and that life that you want with your family, right? So we're gonna talk a little bit more about that in a couple of different videos, but that is it for today. I just want you to start thinking about sacrificing the things that you actually have and how you were able to get them, okay? Because this is not something where you ever want to be sold. So I'm going to stop rambling now. I will see you later. Make sure that you register for the How to Deal with the Bureaus When They Verify as Accurate live workshop, which is going to be on the 12th at 6 p.m. That's it for today. If you want to schedule a call with me for a free consultation for a credit sweep, use the link at the top of your screen or down in the description, and I will see if I can help. But have a great day, and I will see you later. Bye.